everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to some Desertopolis. We're almost to the grind of the pack, so this will be the last episode where we're just kind of flying through the quests and everything, and then once we've got all of the stuff and things opened up, then we can get into getting some better quality of life and building infrastructure to move towards the end game. But I've been doing some dabbling here and there, mostly with the chickens between episodes. So I took one of my 10-10-10 vanilla chickens there and I fed him 250 iron and I got an iron chicken. I bred my iron chicken with a yellow chicken. It took 4 attempts to get a gold chicken out of that, but eventually we got a gold chicken. I bred the gold chicken with the glass chicken to get the diamond chicken. And then I did it again after that. Well, the first one was a glass chicken baby, and then it was a diamond chicken. It was this one, and then this one was the second one that went. And then now I'm breeding up my diamond and green chickens together to get emerald. So let's see if we're lucky on the second time around, because the first one was just another diamond chicken, but that's fine, not a big waste. Like, even when I started with the 10-10-10 iron chicken and I bred it with the 1-1-1 yellow chicken, the baby came out as a 1-1-1. So you have to breed higher tier chicken. Like, if you breed something with a 1-1-1, you're going to get a 1-1-1 as a baby, as far as I can tell. So this is fine. We're going to need a good stock of diamond chickens for breeding them together to get them up to 10-10-10 anyways. So we'll keep at it and keep looking for that diamond chicken there. Put that away there. In between episodes, I made the time in a bottle. I made it exactly an hour ago, apparently. And then the other thing I did between episodes is I went and I went through that pyramid over by the spawn point there. I died at one point. I thought I was out of range, but I opened up the this thing, Tempad inventory, or UI, to try and set a spawn point so that I could come back there, because there was a stupid elite that was drowning me, and I got out of his sight range, but somehow he just kept drowning me, so ended up dying to him there. Between episodes, also, I worked on a little bit of the pressure chamber here, so there's another recipe for getting the mineral chunks. And if you put a block of lapis in, you'll get 5 crystallized mineral chunk out. I'm doing this mostly just to try and kill some of the lapis that I'm getting from all of the iron that I'm producing right now, so just a way to do that, and also to mitigate not building up too much pressure in here. Because at one point when I was putting together that, my first liquid compressor blew up on me. So as I was doing, so after that I just made sure that I've always got something in here to go, or to produce. Or in this case, I've just kind of disconnected it because I wanted this to run a little bit faster. I guess I could start it back up again, but this doesn't build up much pressure when you're doing these massive, like I got another stack of blocks of lapis in there to try and burn through to get there, but we've got those. We're almost to the point where we can get the speed upgrades for these. Still haven't sped up the production there, but speeding up these guys would be. I've sped up the production here for making the obsidian, just with crystallized mineral blocks for now. And we've produced almost a stack of obsidian so far, so pretty happy about that. Just note that these fluid generators, they generate lava at like 0.25, and the fluid generator at or the water at 0.5. So you need 2 lava generators for every 1 water generator if you're doing obsidian. I always have a hard time finding it in there. So water it gives 50 and lava it gives just 25. And if you're trying to balance crude oil, it only gives 10 per operation. We can look at all of the speed blocks here if you're interested. So these, I think we talked about this a little bit already. So I could have used blocks of coal earlier, but it kind of wasn't worth it. But for now, I'm not using this mineral for anything else right now. So it's an ideal thing to put on there. It lowers the operation rate to 90 ticks from 220 originally, right? Maybe I could go up to obsidian, but I don't have a way to break the obsidian if I want to upgrade it again later. So I'm not going to do that just yet. But when we get to Yellorium might not be too bad to get. Vibrant alloy might not be too bad to get if we really wanted to speed these up. Towards the end game, we might be doing that, but for right now, the mineral's good enough for us. So this setup here, obviously just floppers on the bottom, those coming across, and because the way I set this up here, I had to insert the pressure at the bottom, so I don't have a way to export the obsidian automatically, so I'm just kind of doing it by hand while I'm coming over here to take care of my chickens anyway. So I've got the setup for the refinery here all set to go, and it's almost backed up all the way. I wanted to make sure this backs up fully before I run it for a little bit, because otherwise we're just going to be wasting coal in the furnace down there, remaking the scorching blocks. But I've got the breaker on one side, the placer on the other. Just make sure that these plus signs are facing towards the way you want to be breaking or placing respectively. Oh, I don't need that thing. I need the chicken whacker. These guys keep escaping mostly because they jump on top of each other, and that's how they get out of there. But this is set up in this way, so when the block breaker breaks the block of iron, the hopper will catch it, and obviously I have to put a block in this space here where my head is, and there to make sure that that iron block doesn't pop off and go somewhere else. It just stays in there and gets sucked up by the hopper. It has to go into the top of the furnace. Got just some mini coal in there, just so one operation at a time, and then we have to pull out of the bottom with the item pipes and then up into the block placer there. So it took me a little while to put all of that, to get all that logistically worked out, and then all of a sudden I heard a big explosion while I was putting it all together, and I was like, oh no. Went over and found out that, yep, I lost a fluid compressor. Not a huge deal, but it was a little bit annoying for sure. And so the other thing, I had this fluid generator set up right here up against there, but I guess with this oil next to this hot block there, it kept deleting it. Wouldn't delete it right away, but it would delete it after 5 minutes, 10 minutes or something like that. And then again, I've got this one sped up with some mineral as well, and just a liquid fluid pipe going in there instead of like had this set up one higher and then the flopper going down in there. But with this way, we can't use a flopper to move it, so just use fluid pipe, and it seems to be fine. I've got them all blocked off now to maximize the heat, so that when we do get the scorching blocks running there, it should get maximum efficiency for what we've got. So I'll be doing that just to produce a bunch of coal, because we're gonna need a lot of coal when we get to the next section, Big Power. And when I get there, I'll explain why. But just note that for now, we're going to need all that coal. I won't be turning it in diamonds because I'm going to be doing diamonds with the chickens. It's just going to be easier and cheaper in most ways. So for today, go back in there. Are you guys on breeding cooldown? Yes, you are. I'll give this another shot. And we got a green chicken that time. Oh well. I got lucky with the diamond, so I'm not going to complain that I'm having trouble getting the emerald one. Alright, today we're just going to finish off the Age of Diamonds. It's mostly just doing EnderIO here. And I guess I need some diamonds. So... itemize my diamond chicken. Throw him down there. I don't know, we'll just do 8 for now. That's fine, even though he's only producing 1 diamond at a time. We'll up the efficiency on that a little bit later down the road. But I just need some for today without having to do the pressure chamber thing, because I can't actually pull these out once they've gone through the hopper and into the interface. There's no way to get them back out again. So, but we've got lots of mineral chunks coming in now, so that's nice too. For later on, we'll need that. Why do I have a piece of fence? Let's go get rid of that. It's fine until I need it, I guess. I'm gonna sleep this night away, even though it's morning is just breaking. This will just put off phantoms from reappearing. Interestingly enough, I had a regenerating phantom appear. So I had a infernal phantom with regeneration on it, and this did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. So maybe like he was too far away, but like he managed to come down and dive at me a few times during the day, but still like none of the health he was regenerating ever mattered. There was no way I could kill him because he was always flying around up high in the sky because he kept getting lit on fire because it was daytime. So strange, but that's what happened, I guess. Alright, so we're getting into EnderIO now. So we're going to be making this primitive alloy smelter. So we need 3 furnaces, a diamond, and some deep slate there. So just waiting on that chicken to produce us that diamond. And where did I did not do the full prep anyways. I've got, did manage to get some deep slate there for today. And I guess we need to make the Ferni. What else are making? Grains of Infinity. So Grains of Infinity, you can put deep slate in a sag mill, but obviously we don't have the sag mill just yet because we've got to get the dark metal for making the sag mill first. But holding flint in the offhand and some deep slate or cobbled deep slate in the main hand, shift right click on a block of obsidian, crying obsidian, or a grindstone to produce early Grains of Infinity. So this is much the same as producing the powdered coal, or that stuff that we did early on. So we'll put that into the offhand. Get some more of this deep slate, and then so I managed to get one, and then the flint broke. Apparently, if you do this on a piece of obsidian, the flint doesn't break, and you can do as much as you want with one piece of flint, but here now I don't have a way to break that obsidian, so I don't really want to put one piece down anywhere. So I need gravel. And I forgot how to get gravel. Squeeze cobblestone. All right, easy enough. Let's do 8. And I won't make you guys watch me do this, but that's how we're going to get our gravel for now. All right, we've got the 8 gravel, and we just need the cutting board that we made in the very first chapter there. You put the gravel down, right-click it, you get your gravel back. I totally forgot about that. We didn't need to make 8 gravel, but that's fine. But we also didn't get the flint that time, but that's fine. You just put the gravel in your offhand, and you can just stand here and hold right-click. And we'll do that till we've got 8 or so flint. So yeah, I only needed basically 2 pieces of gravel would be perfect, because otherwise you're waiting for the gravel to come back into your inventory, and then you'd have to replace it back in your offhand. But this way, it just, if you have 2 pieces of gravel, it cycles perfectly, maybe 3 if you just wanted to be careful. Alright, so we got some grains of infinity here now, so let's go check on our diamond status. I got 1. He's got 6 minutes left, so you can see how the speeding up this chicken there takes time out of the time in the bottle, so I think we need 3 total diamonds. 1 for the primitive one, and then 1 each to get the 2 void chassis for the regular machines. And then I'd need another diamond there, but that's going to be a while, so that's fine there. We got the 3 diamonds we were looking for. Just with the time in the bottle, you have to keep it on in your inventory or in your hotbar. You can't put it in a backpack, you can't put it in a chest if you want it to gain time. And you can only have 1 time in a bottle on you at any time. If you have 2, then I don't know if 1 just gets disabled or if both get disabled, but you can't, have multiple of them in there to get more and more time as we're looking at for cheating, that kind of stuff. Alright, so the primitive alloy smelter just takes some coal. This one doesn't take any power yet. We'll do tiny coal. And then we needed this to get towards this dark steel that we need to make the alloy smelter and the sag mill proper. So, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, dark steel. So we need obsidian, powdered coal, and iron ingots. Powdered coal is made in the squeezer for now. Later on we can do it in the sag mill, but for now we need to do it in the squeezer, or actually we already made powdered coal, so that should be nothing new there. And we need to make 4 ingots. So we're going to need 4 powdered coal and 4 obsidian. Missed. You gotta jump 4 times for it to squish. Even though after the 3rd one it looks like it's all the way down. What do we got in there? Yeah, see, it takes a long time, as long as this is hooked up with that massive amount in there. Ah, yes, I totally forgot about this drying rack. So with some of the chicken that I had got from killing chickens that I didn't need anymore, we can put it in the drying table and make jerky. It's only got 2 ticks of haunches, but it gives us 28 bars of saturation. So if you're looking to do some fighting, that's probably going to be something that you want to go for. That, and then that will just work itself out. And just speed it up a little bit just so that goes a little bit faster, but we can concentrate on making the void chassis here now. I just need the iron bars. We'll need 2 of those, and then the alloy smelter is going to need this infinity bimetal gear. So that's going to take some iron nuggets. So we're going to need to break one of these guys down. And we'll need a cauldron, which I got from one of the pyramid runs. And then 2 of the dark steel. And I'll need 3 of that flint for the sag mill. Oh, plus an extractinator. Completely forgot about the extractinator. No, I've got 3 of those kicking around somewhere. Oh, and 2 more bimetal gears. Fair enough. Hmm. 17. 21, 22, 23, 24. Alloy smelter and sag mills are done. Now these guys do require power, so just do something like that for now, just randomly putting it down anywhere. Extract there. And sag mill there. Now these machines do require capacitors before they'll work. So the cheapest ones that we can get are these ones. You're going to need 8 nuggets. And do I have enough grains of infinity? I do. Just a couple of pieces of copper. One in there, and now we can see that it'll start to fill up with some power, and that one will as well. where are we at here? So we're going to need to make a pulsating alloy ingot so that we can make the pulsating crystal to turn into a grain of pisality, which then turns into an emerald. And then this step is the fused alloy, which is 16 hardened sandstone, 5 grains, and then 2 compressed iron ingots. So I am 1 grain of infinity short. Which means I have to do this again. Just output that straight down to the bottom, and then I'll get a piece of deep slate out of it eventually. That into the offhand again. And there we've got our 5 again. And to produce, maybe I'll do a stack or so. That should be fine. Actually, I forgot I could just put it into the sag mill. Ah, the joys of technology and not realizing what you got. Yes, let's go and do that now. Just put the deep slate in the sag mill, and then we'll get the grains of infinity that way on a chance basis, I guess. %. So it had better chances of it getting it on on the grindstone. Interesting. I never realized that about the grains of infinity anyways. We pay a cost for actually automating it, but it's free anyways, but at the same time. I did not mark off this one, so 2 compressed iron. And I did get the hardened sandstone ready at some point. So in the alloy smelter, we can now do this recipe, and that will get us this fused alloy. Its main use is to make this dull stone, but then the other use is we can take these ender pearl fragments, of which 1 ender pearl breaks into 9 ender pearl fragments, and then we can get ender pearls back out of it. Oh, it smelts directly into copper. I never realized that. Yes, those are the only uses for the fused alloy. So getting ender pearls and getting our dull stone. So we need 16 stone. Just like that. And while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to do that straight away here. The dull stone. Oh, we got the dull stone. We just need this pulsating crystal. So we'll need another diamond. And then we'll need to make a pulsating alloy ingot, which is done in the alloy smelter with an ender pearl fragment and a piece of iron. So that does its thing. Actually, we're right there anyways. Do that to get that one, and then I just need to go get that next diamond. And they go, that 111 goes real slow when it's not sped up with the time in the bottle. So that's awkward that we only get, now we're left over with 1 nugget, but that is what it is. So then with the pulsating crystal, we run that through the sag mill to get this grain of pisality or pisality. So into the sag mill with you. then that just straight smelts into an emerald. We can do just straight smelting in the alloy smelter, but if you don't want to, this one here, you can change the smelting mode. So we can make it so it only smelts things, only alloys things, or does both, depending on what input you put in. And then the dull stone we use to make glowstone. Just putting it in the sag mill, we get 3 glowstone with an 80% chance at a 4th piece there. So, and yeah, that's the only use for it. So we may as well throw it all in there and get some glowstone. And that's the Age of Diamonds all finished up. So from here, we've got some things to do anyways before we get into the big power, mostly because putting together one of these reactors is extremely resource intensive. So to put together just the smallest size reactor, I didn't do the math exactly, but it's a couple of hundred iron and a couple of hundred of this graphite, and the graphite is done by smelting the graphite dust, and the graphite dust is made by putting powdered coal in the pressure chamber, and we need like 3 stacks of it or so just to get the minimum size of reactor to start doing that, because the next step after that is we need the byproduct out of the reactor, which is this cyanite. So we do have to set up and run this reactor to access the next stage. So this point is a good, this stage here is a good point to start slowing down while we produce the resources we need, and also just get set up with a little bit more quality of life stuff as well. So that's what we'll be doing between episodes. I've tried to keep my chest monster to a minimum because I knew we were going to be getting to refined storage pretty quickly. Pretty much just in time. We're almost full up with garbage everywhere, right? Like, got everything from the last episode kind of shoved in there. Just been kind of storing all of my overflow iron in there for now, because I've been lazy to make drawers, because I want to do framed drawers. I just need to figure out what the theme is going to be. I went and did the brush thing in both of the pyramids, and I got a bunch of these sherds, 2 diamonds, 3 emeralds, some TNT, like 5 or 6 pieces of TNT, and then 5 or 6 pieces of gunpowder was all that I got out of them. So it's really not worth your time to go build that brush, but in all honesty, I forgot I had those 2 diamonds kicking right there. Thankfully, I wasn't standing around waiting for this diamond chicken for too long. But yeah, I've got the coal chicken in there just producing coal for me for right now in anticipation of getting to the reactor. So I've got to dig up some of this wheat for more seeds so that I can feed him another stack. Because he needs another stack now. And I guess we could probably take one last shot at getting the emerald chicken. Diamond. We've got one more chance. Big money, no Emmys. Diamond. All right. That's enough. Gone on long enough this episode. I appreciate you all for checking it out. And yeah, we will see you in the next one.